Is fast food worth it in 2025? I want to talk about something that frankly I think is changing the game when it comes to fast food. The price. If you've been to a drive-thru lately, you probably noticed that sweaty bag of burgers and fries is creeping up in price like you just went to a sit-down, mid-tier chain restaurant. Now, you're probably wondering, why is it getting so expensive? But here's what I'm wondering. What does this mean for the future of fast food? I've got some thoughts. You probably noticed that the cost of eating out has skyrocketed, from dine-in to drive-thrus to food trucks. At every level, eating out costs more. That price hike puts fast food in the spotlight, and it ain't a good look. Fast food used to be the easy, affordable option, the place you'd go to when you're too broke, too tired, not enough time. Hey, let's hit up a drive-thru. But now, not so much. The price hikes at chains like McDonald's and Taco Bell have shattered the image we once had about these craveable foods being so incredibly cheap. I mean, look, at one point it felt like you went to Taco Bell not because the food was appetizing, but because you couldn't afford not to go. I remember Arby's 5 for $5 deal, where you got 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches for $5. I don't think anyone in the history of Arby's has ever wanted to eat 5 Arby's roast beef sandwiches in a single sitting, but it's that kind of deal that gets you to walk into the door or pull up to the drive-thru. So, fast food prices in 2025, how did we get here? I got a couple thoughts. First one, the cost of labor. In a post-pandemic world, wages are up. Look, when we were getting through the pandemic, in order to attract staff, wages had to increase. Now, when wages increase, that means the cost of goods, products, or in this case, the Big Mac on the menu is going to cost you more too. Now, when that happens, people start to go, hey, wow, how much is a Big Mac? The cost of living is increased. We need to do something about minimum wage. In fact, there are elections coming up where some people are actually talking about establishing a $20 minimum wage. Now, I'm gonna say something. I am all for working people getting their fair due, but I promise you this, fast food companies are gonna look at a $20 minimum wage and they're gonna say, here's the solution, a $12 Big Mac. The cost of food has skyrocketed. You can just go to the grocery store to know that. And Corona, or the Roni as I call it, has also continued to affect supply chain issues, causing the occasional spike in prices. In fact, I heard bananas just spiked in prices, which is bananas. Greedflation. But here's the thing, these big fast food chains ain't gonna eat their profits. Heck no. They are in the business of maximizing their profits and squeezing every dollar they can out of that limp French fry. Economists will call them out for plain old price gouging. They see the news of inflation being up and they'll double down. Now, sure, they have to adjust menu prices for the increased cost of goods, but these guys are maximizing profits. It's the American way, but that means we all have to pay. Shrinkflation. Another thing that's happening is a concept called shrinkflation. That's when companies intentionally downsize their products. There's a video of actor BJ Novak from The Office on Late Night with Conan O'Brien back in 2007, where he shows off 2 Cadbury eggs. One's from the current year, one's from 3 years ago. And guess what? The one from 3 years ago is actually bigger. Now, it's kind of tough to prove that with fast food. Fast food restaurants say, hey, our food is the same size, and last time I checked, the Big Mac I ate in 1985 was eaten in 1985. But it has been reported by outlets like Bloomberg that there has been incidents of shrinkflation happening with fast food restaurants, and frankly, it's all over socials too. Customers notice the Big Mac is shrinking. Real estate and dynamic pricing. Look, there are boom towns and there are bust towns. That's why an apartment in New York City costs more than one in Flint, Michigan. The same holds true for fast food. For S&Gs, that's shits and giggles if you're an adult, I priced out 5 Big Macs in 5 different cities and got 5 different prices. Newsflash, a Big Mac in Midtown Manhattan cost more than one in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, varying real estate has always been a factor, but consider the fluid nature of real estate. Do you live in a neighborhood neighborhood that just got a new matcha latte food truck park? Well, if you do, chances are the McDonald's franchisee owner has, and he is adjusting your Big Mac prices accordingly. Welcome to the nature of real estate and dynamic fast food pricing. It's why McDonald's can cost a whole lot more at a concert or at the airport. Time for a scathing indictment. You'd think during a recession that fast food would be thriving. I mean, when people are struggling, they turn to affordable options, right? Well, turns out fast food is simply more from a cheap, accessible food option to merely a reflection of inflation and corporate maneuvering. Oh, P.S., their profits ain't what they used to be either. People are tired of overpriced meals not living up to the hype. So where does that leave fast food? To be honest, it seems like an idea that just doesn't make sense anymore. People want to eat cheap. They're going to go to the grocery store and cook at home, not go to a fast food restaurant and drop $100 for a hit or miss meal. But here's my question to you. Do you still hit up fast food? Is it for the convenience, or have the prices made you say, it's not worth it anymore? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give this video a like. And if you like these food takes, consider subscribing to the channel, and catch you on the next one.